Boom! What up, guys? Happy Thursday! Happy Thursday! It's been a minute. Haven't done the live for a minute, but happy Thursday! Happy Thursday! Wherever you are, I hope you guys are crushing your week. I wanted to come up here and talk about how you can get your first wholesale real estate deal in 2023. This is probably still the question that I get asked hundreds, if not thousands, of times weekly, daily, monthly, and every other person that I know that is actually actively doing deals get asked this question daily, right? How do I get my first deal the fastest way possible in 2023? Well, the first thing first is this, right? There's deals out there. There's deals to be done even in 2023 where the market is really hard. So many properties on the market not selling. Interest rates is wrecked. Interest rates at what 7-8%. So many real estate agents not making any commissions. There is deals out there. The number one golden rule that will not change is they haven't created yet, nor will anybody create that magic list that you're looking for that will allow you to just get deals without doing any type of work, without texting, without calling, without consistently following up, right? Without having some sort of resource that you can bring to the table. That list, if anybody knows about that list out there, please let me know. So the first thing first, I want to talk about how for over and over, we've been lied to by so many gurus talking about how easy it is, right? How easy it is to get your first wholesale deal. It's not easy. It is absolutely simple, but it's absolutely not easy. There is absolutely nothing easy about it. It is a grind. It is an absolute grind. You have a learning curve you have to go through. You got to build some resilience. And actually, fun fact, I'll tell you guys right now, if you are literally cursed if you just get into real estate today or anything and you just have a deal land on your lap, like those one lucky deals that just land on your lap. You were just lucky. The first week of your real estate wholesale journey or real estate investing journey, you get a deal the first week. I've actually seen people disappear completely from the industry, completely give up, because what happens is soon as they started, they got lucky, they got a deal, and guess what happened? They didn't build, the resilience that's actually necessary to last in this business, which is, locking up contracts for the wrong number, hiring the wrong title company, they mess up your transactions, counting your chickens before they hatch. You thought this deal is gonna close. You're gonna get that $10,000. You're gonna pay off your car or pay this credit card bill, and it ended up not happening. The buyer backs out, or the seller backs out, or the title company screw up the whole thing. It ends up not working out, and so the people that get into this business and they get their first deal within the first week, guess what happens? They make $10,000, and then right after that, 3 months later, no more deals. They run out of money, and they're like, I thought this was easy. I got that first deal within the first week. What's going on? Right? And they end up giving up because they haven't been through that trial and error where you make so many mistakes that now oh, this is what I need to look out for when I'm dealing with the title company. This is what I need to look out for when I deal with a buyer. This is what I need to look out for when I deal with other wholesalers that are looking at my deals. This is what I need to look out for when I try to hire a virtual assistant, whatever it is. They have built zero resilience, and they're still living, under that instant gratification mindset, and so it just doesn't work out. So actually, it is to your detriment to get into this business and get your first deal within your first week with absolute zero experience. It is to your detriment. So 90 days, I would say, is a good amount of time within the first 90 days if you get your first deal, because like within the first 60 days, you probably, if you're an action taker and super consistent, you're going to make all the mistakes. You're going to potentially lock up a number at the property at the wrong number. Maybe, you learn how to role play and close sellers. So you're listening to your calls, you're getting feedback, you're understanding, okay, this is, I need to go and adjust my tone. I need to work on my tone, my intro. I need to work on my rebuttal. It's like 90 days, I think, is a good amount of time to make enough mistakes and bounce back from them, so that by the time you get your first deal, you at least have some sort of resilience. You at least have some sort of, realistic expectations as far as like how this business works. Because at the end of the day, it's not about who gets, to the first deal the fastest, is who lasts, right? I know so many people that when I first started, because when I first started a long time ago, my first deal took me 8 months. I know so many people at the time that had their first deal within the first week, 2 weeks. They're no longer nowhere to be found in this industry. No longer nowhere to be found, right? So it is to your detriment. Don't get too excited wanting your first deal within the first 90 days. I understand the feeling of, I gotta pay my rent tomorrow. I understand that. I understand that. But it is to your detriment. That's one. Secondly, also, is the question you should always ask yourself. Typically, when people are saying, hey, how can I get my first deal the fastest, or how can I get deals in 2023? What they're asking is the cheat code, right? The shortcut. It doesn't exist. You still have to, it doesn't matter what lists you go after. Low equity, high equity, pre-foreclosures, vacant, senior lists. Pick your poison. You still have to make the calls. You still have to do the texting. You still have to do the follow-ups. You still have to go knock on the door. You still have to do the work. There is no way. Nobody can save you from the work. You still have to go make the connections. Let's say you just want to be a connector and connect people. So connect, like, people that have deals to people that have the money to buy the deals. You still have to do the work to connect with those people. So ask yourself, when you first start, what do you have? What resource do you have? Do you have the money? Do you have, you're broke, but you have the time? You're broke, but you have the connections, so you can connect people? Maybe you know people with money and other people that have deals but need money. Can you connect people? What do you have? Are you really, really, really good at paperwork? What can you bring to the table for anybody? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. And then once you identify what you have, then you can take that skill. I'll give you an example. When I first started, I had zero money, right? So I was like, you know what? I need to be so good at talking to sellers on the phone, because I was super fearful. So I would call sellers and hang up. So I need to work on being so good at closing sellers on the phone that skill will be my doorway to other people, meaning people that maybe have way more money than me to put out marketing, but they're too afraid to talk to the sellers. Well, guess what? They can come to Mamadou. I'll jump on a three-way with any seller with you, and I'll talk to that seller. And that's how my momentum started. That one skill changed everything for me. I just focused on that one skill. I had the time. I was willing to put in the time necessary to wake up every single day and role play and make the calls and practice and get hung up on and get cussed and go to appointments I shouldn't have been, because at the time there's a lot of rebuttals that I didn't have, right? I was in practice. I had zero sales background. So there was a lot of sellers that just go, oh, just go walk the property. So I get excited and drive there when I shouldn't have, right? So I focus on one skill, being great at closing on the phone. And then I started reaching out to newbies and saying, hey, if anybody is afraid to talking to a seller, bring me your leads. I'll talk to your seller on a three-way. That put me in a position to where I have to perform. I have to perform now, because I have another newbie. Even though I'm a little bit on the newer side, I have another newbie counting on me to pay the rent next month if this seller has motivation. So that put me in an uncomfortable position to where I have to perform. So I picked one skill that I didn't have, but I worked on it every single day. I would practice the way, my pace, because I have an accent. So I would practice like my intro. I remember I would literally record myself with the intro, the way I do my intro, and then I'll listen to myself and say, okay, that was too fast. Maybe slow it down. This word, you're not pronouncing it right. Maybe try to pronounce it right next time. I would role play. I had accountability groups where we would jump on a role play. Somebody else is the buyer. I'm the seller. I'm the buyer. That person is the seller. And then I'll make my calls. I'll call so many sellers a day that the more I talk to sellers, the more comfortable I got. Right? So what skill do you have? What resource do you have? That's the first thing you need to ask yourself. As far as deals, like right now, I'm in Atlanta and we have a creative finance, actually real estate slash creative finance workshop every single Saturday, absolutely free. I have newbies coming over there. I think right now the group is about like 41 people, right? But I have people that show up there, and guess what they do? We attack pre foreclosures, and then we do also agent outreach. The pre-foreclosure, the people that are taking action with the pre-foreclosures, guess what they're doing? They're doing something where there's so much less competition that you wouldn't even believe it. They're going door to door and door knocking these sellers and locking up these sellers. Zero competition because most people are lazy to do it, right? But we all know that pre-foreclosures are recession proof. You can do pre-foreclosures in any market. People are always behind on their bills. It doesn't matter what the market is doing. Not only you solving problems, right? Those people, you don't necessarily need a lot of sales skills because they already have a problem. Raise their hands. It's public, data. The information is public that they have a problem. They have to do something, or the lender will do something. So all you have to really be is somebody that genuinely care about helping others, and then be resourceful. That's all you have to do. But guess what? Even with that list, with these people already being motivated before you ever call them, guess what? You still have to get up off your couch, get in your car, drive in front of a house, and knock on that door. And then after that, you still have to text these sellers. You still have to call them. You still have to follow up. Some of them will ghost you. You still have to find a different number and call them back. This is where people are looking for that magic button to where you don't have to do the work. It doesn't exist. Other type of properties we're going after with this group is agent outreach. So right now it's so easy that you literally have AI texting sellers for you. You don't even have to touch it. But guess what do you have to do? When the AI generate the lead, you still have to reach out to that agent. You still have to negotiate. Not just gonna hand you over the key to the property. Just because he hasn't sold for 90 days or 100 days doesn't mean it's just gonna go, oh, Mama, do you sound so cute? Here's the key. It's not gonna happen. You're going to get cussed out. You are going to have to learn how to talk to these people. You're going to have to learn how to build rapport with these people, how to reason with them, how to overcome objections. You still have to, if you don't have the skill, you still have to go out of your way to go build a network and connect with people that actually have the skill. So if you have leads that can help you close it, whatever it may be, there is no such thing as the list that you're looking for where you don't have to do the work. Actually, the shirt that I'm wearing here right now, as you guys can see, Boom Squad. This is one of the students that come there. Shout out to Andrew. He made this. I think it's handmade. He made this for me. Look really, really good. Actually, look good on me. Look at all that, right? If you're not doing your push-ups, don't be mad at me. Okay. If you're fat, I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. Anyway, guys, the list doesn't exist. The list that will allow you to not do the work doesn't exist. So how do you get your first deal in 2023? Really simple. Really, really simple. There's so many properties listed on the market, 90 days and over, not selling. That's one way. But you're still gonna have to do the work. You're still gonna have to follow up on these agents. You're still gonna have to be okay them hanging up on you. You're still gonna have to be okay calling 100 agents and only one of them will be willing to work with you. You have to do the work, right? That's one. The second thing is the low equity lists. The low equity lists, you can pull it from anywhere. Let's say you have zero money. Just get PropWire. It's free. Pull a list of low equity. This is the properties that have no equity at all, meaning maybe the seller bought it 1 year ago and now they want to sell it. Obviously, if you bought a property 1 year ago, you bought it at $300,000 and you want to sell it today, that seller might have to write a check to sell their home. That's low equity. They don't have equity. We're doing a bunch of deals from that list. And I know a lot of other people that are doing deals from that list, right? That's another list you can go after. We just talked about pre-foreclosures. Pre-foreclosures, I don't care what market. I don't care what the market is doing. You can always there's so many free resources. You can get it from your local county. It's absolutely free. You can get it from preforeclosures.com. You can get it from foreclosuresdaily.com. You can get it from, there's so many. Absolutely don't get pre-foreclosures from PropStream or PropWire or Batch Leads. Their data is complete trash when it comes to pre-foreclosures, right? Or Be a connector. Be a connector. Like, find people with money and connect them with deals that need money. That's another way. Build relationships, right? Connect people, connect somebody that needs something, and you know somebody else that has what that person needs. That's another skill, right? But the best way to get your first deal in any market, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, and onward, is to actually do the work and be consistent. That list that you're looking for does not exist at all. So right now, there is no excuse whatsoever to not get deals, because you literally have, like I said again, you have AI that can text for you. Then all you do is the follow-ups. You can go after properties on the market that have been listed for a really long time and not selling. Or maybe you have the money and all you do is reach out to people that are already locking up deals and you just buy deals. But you still have to do something. You still have to do something. Because guess what? Even the people that lock up deals and send it to people that have money, did you know that most people don't send deals to just random people? You still have to go out of your way and make connections with these people. If I don't know you, if we've never connected, if you're not a connection of mine, I am not putting you in my buyer's list and sending you deals. Not happening. So you're gonna have to go out of your way and reach out to me and go, "Hey, Mamadou, how can I add value to you?" Blah blah blah. By the way, I'm a buyer here. It doesn't, like, you still have to connect. Still have to connect with me or my team, or like you have to connect with people. That time is over where you just sit around and randomly just text people. People don't want to deal with people they don't know anymore, right? People want genuine connections. So with that being said, if you want your first deal in 2023, number one, I hope you don't get it within the first week so you can make a lot of mistakes. Secondly, if you're local in Atlanta, show up in our pre-foreclosure creative finance workshop every single Saturday in person. Is absolutely free, right? Absolutely free, right? We'll train you on pre-foreclosures, how to talk to sellers. You call in agents. We're right there giving you feedback. You get accountability. We have a whole community that we created now. That if you pass, the requirements, you more than welcome to join. We have people in there pairing, right? So they're going out and door knocking doors. So they're pairing so that it doesn't get boring. So they're going out. They're making like teams of two, and they're going out and door knocking sellers. You have closers within the community that will jump in and close your leads for you. And most importantly, you have accountability. So how to get your first deal in 2023 is the same way you get deals in 2022. You got to look out for these opportunities. We're in a different market where your 70% cash offer is probably not a good fit on this market. So I would learn creative finance for sure, but there's still some cash deals to be done. But basically, I'm just sick and tired of hearing gurus saying, "Oh, it's easy." It's not. It's not. You're gonna have to do the work. You're gonna have to make the calls. You're gonna have to do the texting. You're gonna have to do the follow-ups or hire people that will help you do so, right? But if you first getting started, you don't have a team, right? You're gonna have to outsource certain things so you don't waste a lot of time on it, right? If you have a 9 to 5, great. Leverage a virtual assistant. We use CallStar, callstar.io. I'm gonna put their link below to hire virtual assistants. You can have your virtual assistant sit down while you're at your 9 to 5, track your texting, send emails for you, respond to some of the sellers that needs response, prepare those leads for you so that when you come, you can be productive and just follow up with the ones that need to be followed up on. But like, there's zero excuse. You literally have Chat GPT, an AI that can create a script for you in 1 second. It is absolutely free. And their script is better than most salespeople that I listen to, quote unquote, gurus. All right. So, guys, how you get your first deal? Get to work. That's the secret. Get to work, get a network, be part of an accountability group, make your calls, do your texting, do your follow-ups, and more importantly, ask yourself, what do I have? What do I have? What skill do I have? What resource do I have? And try to see who can benefit from that resource or skill. Like I gave you the example of me helping newbies, even though I was new, jumping on a call with sellers that they're afraid to call. So I focus on being great at closing sellers. All right, guys. So remember, if you're in Atlanta, we're doing the workshop every single Saturday, absolutely free. We're crushing it with pre-foreclosures. We're crushing it with real estate agents. And most importantly, You get to connect with great people. You get access to people that have money to put into deals. You get to work with people that are all like-minded, uplift each other, hold each other accountable. So until next time, guys, stay bold and be bold. Boom, boom, boom.